All right, Jesse on fire. So this is happening as we speak, you guys, okay? So Diddy beats the RICO charge. He's found not guilty of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. And we're going to get into exactly what just happened here because the prosecution has been handily defeated here, okay? Like, just in case there's any misunderstanding about what's going on here, the counts that he was found guilty of are nothing burgers. All of the serious charges he was acquitted of. And that's exactly what should have happened given the quality of this case, which was not good. Embarrassingly not good. And in case anybody has not been paying attention or listening to my last few videos late into the videos, I'm going to explain to you exactly why this happened, because this is exactly what the verdict should have been. Yeah, so that is exactly what we're going to do here, okay? So we're going to jump right into it now. By the way, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not done that yet. I appreciate you guys doing that. And if you are looking for a bulk kratom source, I hear YoKratom.com is an excellent place to get it for $60 per kilogram. Exactly where I get mine. So check them out. All right. Now, okay, so let's do this. Okay, Sean Diddy Combs found guilty on both counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. So those are the only things he was found guilty of, okay? Like transportation to engage in prostitution. And I'll explain to you exactly what that charge means shortly, okay? So, count one, the jury found Diddy was not guilty of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. He was found guilty on both charges there. So you can see right here, RICO, not guilty. Sex trafficking, not guilty. Related to Cassie Ventura. And then sex trafficking for Jane. That's 50 Cent's baby's mom. Jane, not guilty. Mann Act transportation for Cassie Ventura, guilty. Mann Act transportation, guilty. And all that is, okay? All that is bringing an escort across state lines in order to participate in these freak-offs. That's all he got found guilty of. Now, should that have been found a crime? You know what I mean? Hey, who are we protecting here? Because we've now acknowledged that the girls wanted to do this, right? Because that's exactly what the jury just found. These girls were willing participants in this thing, not being coerced or forced, because obviously they weren't. As soon as you looked at the text messages, like the idea that these girls were getting forced into this is the stupidest thing ever, okay? Stupid, okay? As soon as a girl has sent a text message that says, "Can't wait for our next freak off," okay? It's no longer trafficking. And when the other one on the stand is like, it was like a Pandora's box. I tried it once and then I couldn't stop. I loved it. I thought we're here because he supposedly coerced you. You just said it was like a Pandora's box and you loved it. Like, give me a fucking break. Now, a RICO violation can result in a 20-year sentence. The transportation to engage in prostitution charge could carry a sentence up to 10 years, while sex trafficking by fraud, force, or coercion carries a 20-year sentence. This is wrong. I'm pretty sure it's a minimum. I think this is not correct, because I'm pretty sure the sex trafficking is a minimum 15 to life. We've been saying all along in this case is overcharged by the government, that they were taking these very nuanced relationships and trying to make them criminal. I think Mark Agnifilo did a very good job in his closing arguments, highlighting that to the jury. Overall, this is a huge loss to the government, and the money that they spent on this prosecution, the amount of press notoriety this is a definite win for Mr. Combs, and a big loss for Maureen Comey. Oh man, womp womp. Oh, having all the assets and the help of the deep state doesn't always equal victory in all things. I don't want any beef with Maureen Comey. Okay. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Okay. You are much more powerful than me. Obviously, I am just some asshole sitting in my studio that is inside of my own house talking to you about, I'm not even talking to you actually. Forget I said anything. Forget I even said your name, James and Maureen Comey. You guys are definitely not people I want problems with. But, haha, you lost. What? You're schizophrenic this morning, Jesse on fire. All right, so Diddy's jury seemed to believe that the relationships were genuine, according to Fox News. Yeah, no, of course, because they were. At the end of the day, the jury did not believe the sex trafficking was coercive, the retired NYPD inspector said. They seemed to believe that the relationships were genuine and or transactional. that took those charges with the RICO with it. It argues that the case was overcharged under the evidence the government had. Yeah. Okay. Why wouldn't they have just charged him with beating up women if they could have? Because that was on video. And I'm going to show you something like, God, I wish I could, it's infuriating. Like, listen, I love YouTube. YouTube has enabled me to live my dream life. But there are certain things that drive me crazy. Like, as an example, that I cannot show the video of him beating up Cassie, given the fact that everyone has already seen it, dude. Everyone has seen it. Right? Like, I just want to show you that in that video, okay, I'm not excusing him beating her up, but very, very, very clearly, when you look closely, what he was actually doing is he's chasing her down, he hit her, and he took the bag back, okay? He wasn't after her, he was after the bag. So, shocker to find out that bag was full of money. So she was trying to steal that bag. Like, she was trying to grab that money from him and walk out. Like, she was throwing it, you know, they were probably in some kind of fight. He's probably being crazy, whatever. And she grabs, you know, $400,000 in cash and was walking out with it. Whatever's in the bag. Okay, that's why he beat her up. Is because she was trying to steal his money. Again, I'm not saying it's okay to beat her up, but that's what he was doing. He was not dragging her back to a freak-off, okay? Okay, so the parties will be granted a few hours to arrange arguments regarding Diddy's detention, but the judge joked that he assumed Diddy does not want to return to MDC Brooklyn. Okay, so the judge joked that he assumed Diddy does not want to return to MDC. That means he's going to let him out. So Diddy's going home. Diddy's going home, dude. The rapper shook his head very exaggeratedly and then looked up with his hands together as if praying. After the judge left, Diddy knelt down with his arms on the chair in front of him. He then got up, faced the gallery, and started clapping. The courtroom opened up in applause and cheers for him. Damn, that is, wow, that's crazy. Courtroom opened up in applause and cheers for him. Combs could be heard saying, "Thank God, I love you," several times. The lawyers all hugged. Defense attorney Tony Garagos was crying as she hugged Combs and his family. Family all embraced, sharing hugs and handshakes. I mean, that's pretty cool, dude. I have a heart, dude, even for a guy who beats up girls. Like, you know, that is what it is. People in the courtroom shouted "Dream Team" to the lawyers. Diddy returned to the courtroom Wednesday morning wearing another beige sweater while the jury continued deliberating. He hugged his lawyer, waved to his mother and a supporter who was whispering, hi, Diddy, to him. The rapper also made the heart symbol with his hand. Combs then spoke to the court marshals briefly before standing and facing his family. He said a brief prayer, asking God to watch over his family and bless the jurors. The family all bowed their heads and said amen when Diddy finished. Then the family then clapped. This dude is going to come out like a pastor or something, I bet. Okay? Nothing is going to change your life like a year in a cell. Okay? Like, that dude has been alone in a cell since September. So almost a year. Almost a year sitting in a cell by himself. Ask anybody who's ever done that what the effect was on them, you know? Because he's not like, and this is not like he's in isolation, and he's been in isolation for the whole time. So looks like he got real tight with God there, you know? And I hope, honestly, if the guy can shape himself up and be a good person, all more power to him. So the jury indicated they couldn't reach a unanimous decision on the, wait, hold on. Where is this? So, did return to the courtroom. Okay. Oh, okay. So they still couldn't come to an agreement on the racketeering, like even today. Okay, so not surprised by partial verdict in Diddy trial, then brought back in the court. Okay, so yeah, I mean, a freako is not a RICO. That's true. But listen, dude, hey, let me tell you something. The people who stood by him, Diddy is going to, like Kanye, do you know how Diddy is going to go fucking, he loves that guy forever. And the people who went against him, like in this trial, they got to be scared, dude. I think no reason for it, honestly. Like, I don't think Diddy's going to risk going back to prison. But listen, Cassie, okay? Cassie, this is the reality of what just actually happened, okay? Like, this is like real fucking man to man talk here, me to whoever is listening, or man to woman talk, okay? Here's what actually just happened here, okay? Cassie willingly participated in these things and she knew it, okay? She knew it. She knew that she did these things willingly. Now, she told a version of reality to her new husband, okay? Because she's a game, she's a game player. This is what girls do. This is what girls and guys do. But the role of the girl, the girl that needs rescuing, is she's the girl that needs rescuing. And once she has started to play that role, the victim role is a very seductive one, dude. And they ended up taking it all the way to where she got $20 million from him. Good for her. $10 million from the, from the hotel. Good for her. But then she participated in trying to send this dude to prison for life. Okay. Now, I will give her some leeway if there are lots and lots of crimes she knows about that were not part of this case. And Diddy's not out of the woods. Like, let me just say that real quick. Like, Diddy's not out of the woods necessarily, because here's the deal. There was a lot of stuff that we knew about that he was not charged for, Like, there was a lot of stuff we already know for 100% sure that you have this dude who has admitted to being being the driver in the car that shot Tupac. And he has said, he's been saying for years that Diddy, was the one who sanctioned that hit and had sent a check for $1 million after they did it. Okay. Like, I'm not saying that guy's like a super convincing witness necessarily, but you already know that's a thing. You also have all of these accusers all over the place, all these civil trials. Like, what happens to all these civil cases? All of these civil cases. Where are all of these? Not one of them was in the criminal trial. That's how I knew this trial was bullshit. It's because it's like, if you have all these accusers, none of them are make it to the level that you would prosecute. But the thing is now that he's been acquitted on the most serious charges, you're going to have a lot of DAs that are going to look at potentially prosecuting him for those, or Maureen Comer, whoever might potentially prosecute him. Because this trial right here, make no mistake, was done with the intent, purpose of not letting this sprawl to other celebrities. This was a targeted attack on Diddy, okay? This was a targeted attack on Diddy from the Diageo people, most likely the BlackRock people, because he betrayed them. Like, he betrayed them on a level that would, when someone does something to you, your immediate reaction, most people, if you've got kind of a type A personality, is like, oh, is that right? And then you want to get them back. Okay. Well, do you know a lot of people that make it to the absolute elite top of business in, like, companies that manage $20 trillion or the top of Diageo, $100 billion company? You know, a lot of people like that are not type A personalities. Diddy betrayed them, like, really hard betrayed them, and fucked them hard. Like, didn't just betray them, but hurt their businesses dramatically. The Diageo market cap dropped $20 billion. Do you have any idea what someone will do to a person who they was on their inner circle, and for no better reason than because they were throwing a temper tantrum, took $20 billion off of your entire company's value, 20% drop in your company value, which never recovered? They'll fucking destroy you. They'll destroy you. But these are also the kinds of people that could have Maureen Comey, like, hey, silo this thing. We're not trying to go after the entire entertainment industry. We want Diddy. That's it. That's why she's the one who was trying the case, which is why they probably kept it to just his girlfriends. Okay. Just his girlfriends. Because then if you could convict him on this, then guess what? He's gone and you have not put anyone else in danger. But, this Busby thing, Busby just keeps dropping lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. It's crazy. It's honestly, watching Tony Busby work makes me wonder, like, I don't even understand. How is this legal? Like he files a thing on Jay-Z that literally they did not one phone call of background on. Like, just call the dad. The dad is the one who supposedly picked her up. Do you remember picking her up? No. Okay. No case. Didn't even do that. And he's just I don't know. It just seems very weird. But anyway, congratulations to Diddy. I have no idea if I should be happy for him or unhappy or whatever, because I don't know what to make of this entire thing. Honestly, I have no idea what just happened. I have no idea what just happened. I'm telling you right now, I have no idea what just happened. I don't know if one of the most evil people of all time just got exonerated, or if the deep state literally fabricated almost all of this. Like I'm talking all of these civil cases, all of this stuff to paint a picture of a monster because they're trying to bury him and they're the most powerful people in the world. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what just happened. I really don't, dude. I'll tell you what, though. Okay. I'll tell you what. This case was bullshit, and exactly what happened is exactly what should have happened.